People who have lost their jobs by going off on a customer. What's your story? I used to work for a popular pub chain here in the UK, called Wetherspoons. I had been there 3 years. I had been promoted to team leader. I wasn't really too bothered about the job as a future, because it was only money to keep my through university, but money's money. Anyway, one day we get a customer in, an American, who has just stepped off the plane, and all his preconceptions are off. For those not familiar with spoons, a few things. They don't do table service. You have to order food at the bar, and pay before you get it. They'll bring it to the table and clear it away afterwards, but that's about it. Food is known for being cheap and cheerful. Most of it is microwaved, bar the things that cannot be cooked in a microwave, like steak, for example. It's not high-quality gourmet dining and they don't pretend it is. The customer is always right ethos does not exist there. They'll be polite, to a point, but if you take the piss, you won't get good service, or any at all. I've rejected more people than I can remember. It's primarily a drinking establishment. Most people don't go there to eat, and most of the venues don't have dedicated food-only areas. Anyway, he comes in, has a seat and waits for a waiter, who obviously doesn't come. Keep in mind it's not unusual for people to come in and sit and wait for friends and whatnot. He comes storming up to the bar, claiming he's been waiting for a goddamn half hour. One of the bar staff, very confused, asks him, "What have you been waiting for?" With 100% sincerity. The man seemed to think the bar staff was being sarcastic and rude. He started shouting. As team leader, I stepped in. Did the diplomatic "What's going on?" "Oh, I'm very sorry, sir. Here, let me take your order, blah blah blah." He orders a steak. I can't remember what kind, but it was a steak. Now, remember earlier where I said it wasn't gourmet food? Well, that extends to the steak. They offer 5 levels of cooking, but really it's basically rare, medium or burnt. He wanted his blue, which they don't do for unknown reasons. It comes out medium. He is not happy. He brings his plate up to the bar and slams it down onto the counter, red-faced and furious. I'm paraphrasing a bit here, as it was a few years ago now, but the general gist of it went like this. Me, "Excuse me, sir, can I help you?" Him, "You better hope you can, because I'm about to call your manager and buddy." Me, "Well, hopefully I can. What is it I can help you with?" Him, This steak burned." Me, "I'm very sorry. I'll order a replacement and give you a full refund, sir." Standard op when dealing with food complaints of quality. Him, "Not good enough. I don't want another piece of shit like that, you hear me? Give me my goddamn effing money." Me, "Excuse me, sir, there is no need to be rude. I've offered you a refund. I'm happy to do that for you, but you will not swear at me, sir." Him, "I'll swear all I want, kid. That trash you served up is not a goddamn steak, and I want a full refund plus gratuity, or you can kiss your job goodbye." Me, "That is a steak presented, sir. I'm sorry if it's not to your liking, but I have offered the resolution. Allow me to go get your money." Him, "Hurry up about it. And that was no damn steak." Me, "Then do you mind if I ask what you think it was?" Then, because it definitely wasn't a chicken. I was pissed off at this point and the guy was a dick. Him, "Give me my goddamn money and get your FING manager, you little shit. Now. At this point he's reaching across the bar and pointing at me. I don't like people shouting at me. I hate people pointing at me. Me, "Actually, no. I won't get my manager, and I don't have to offer a refund," which is actually true. He can go to HQ and get it directly, but it's a myth to say staff have to give it there and then. I was happy to give you one, but you've pissed me off now, so take your coat, and get the F out. Him, "You little shit, I'll call the cops." Me, "Do it, then they can take you out for me." This goes back and forth for a while, gathering quite a bit of attention from the other clientele. Manager walks up, the man shouts at him, and the manager calms him down. Man demands I be fired. I get pulled into disciplinary action. The manager breaks the rule, and not an unwritten one, a legitimate, company-mandated rule, that says managers take our side. He says he has to let me go. I was fired, appealed, and owned him and that dickhead so hard in the tribunal. Got payment for the 4 months I'd been without a job, plus a little extra for the hassle. My record of being sacked struck off my record and offered my job back, which I rejected.